Tell me about that first visitation.
Well, the first one actually was a bit of a history lesson. I was kind of minding my own business, praying and worshiping one night in the living room. My wife had already gone to bed, and suddenly the Lord was there. And he came over and actually sat down in the spirit. Suddenly I could see both in the spirit realm and the natural. And he said this. He said, I want to teach you a little bit. And of course, I was born again in the charismatic renewal of the 1970s, late 60s, early 70s. So he said this, you are a product of what you call the charismatic renewal. He said, at that time, many of my people came out of the denominational churches because their needs weren't being met. And he said, and thus what you would call parachurch organizations started. And you heard of prayer groups and Bible studies, people meeting on their own. He said, out of that sprang up a whole new breed of churches, a whole new generation of churches. And he said, you're a product of that. And that was exactly the case. And then he said this. He said, but many of those churches have become as rigid and structured and set on their own agenda as the denominational churches that preceded them. And once again, you're going to hear of my people leaving them because their needs aren't being met, because they want more of me. That was a little bit scary, because I was a pastor of a traditional church.